Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. What the feezy? 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 What the feezy?
What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill. I had my nephew for the weekend. That's why I haven't been dropping nothing. I haven't seen this kid since he was 2 years old, and now he's 11. So I had to drive like 5 hours away to go get him. Talked to his mom. She was okay with me getting him for a weekend, and I just had him for the weekend, man. We had fun. I really just spent time with him, you know, talking to him about stuff. Went and bought him a whole bunch of stuff, and yeah, that's what we did, man. So I couldn't even bring myself to doing no work over the weekend, man, because it's like I really wanted to cherish every single moment. You know, it's sad, like, damn, I could get my nephew, but I can't even get my own son for the weekend. But I know, it's a timing thing. I know when it's my time, the Most High gonna work that out for your boy. It's a little dude named Day in the jail, in the prison, and he was always big on priding himself about he gonna get some money. That's one thing he used to always say, I'm gonna get some money, I'm gonna get some money. So, you know, you got some people that's like a person like me. If I go make $500 right now, you probably would never know. If Day go make $500 right now, he's gonna come around and let the world know he just made $500 and he gonna brag on it. So that's just the type of person he was. Now, Day was a hustler now, but he was an up and down hustler. Like, I think the first time he ever spent some money with me, he used to always buy Al Green, not Al Green, but Chris Brown CDs. I think the first time he spent like $50 with me. Then after that, he spent like $100 with me. So then, you know, I'm looking at it like, okay, he kind of consistent. Now, if it keeps going up, most of the time people would throw you a little something like, hey, you know, I hope them elbows don't look rusty. I was in the gym. I just left the gym not too long ago. I went and got me a personal trainer. But anyway, back to the story. But he up, so I'm like, well, shit, you know, if he keep doing it like this, I would be willing to throw him a little something because I see that he's responsible, he's managing, and then as soon as he get to like $300-$400, it'll drop back down to $50 or something. So I'm like, oh no, he up and down. He hasn't reached the point yet where he understands how to manage his money and stuff. So he used to always call me on the phone. He wasn't in my dorm. He used to always call me on the phone, and every time he had like $100 or more or something, he used to always say, hey, Bill, one thing about it, see, Bill, I'm going to get me some money. One thing about your boy Day, I'm going to get me some money, but I'm going to figure it out. I don't give a damn. If I'm dead broke, I'm going to figure out a way to get me some money. I'm like, yeah, that was so okay, cool. So my roommate ended up going to the hole for trying to be a damn freak. Now, if you're new to this channel and you're not really hip to the whole jacking thing, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to make it very brief, though. There's a thing in the prison called jacking. That's what the inmates call it. The staff members call it B11. That's the code for the write-up that they're going to give you. So here's a glass. The officer is on this side, the female officer, and then the inmates are on this side. So you got some inmates that will go up to the glass when ain't no inmates around, and they will whip their thing out and start choking the chicken. Sometimes the officers be with it. Sometimes they not with it. So my roommate went and tried to do that to the officer, assuming she was going to be with it. She was not with it. She wrote him up and she called her supervisor. He ended up going to the hole. So I had the room to myself for about a week, bro. It felt so good. I always love being in my own room, having my own little space. So they bring new intake in. I get a new roommate. I'm like, damn, man. Soon I hear the knocking on the door, I hear like some of my guys outside the room like, you about to get a roommate, C-Bill? C-Bill, you got a roommate, C-Bill? I'm like, man, I hope it ain't no damn goofy, man. I don't want nobody bringing no trouble to my room. I'm getting down off the bed, the door swinging open. Little short dude, little brown skinned dude. He seemed like he had like a circular type face. He talking about, your name C-Bill. You C-Bill. So, you know, in any situation like that, I instantly get, like, I don't take offense, but I instantly get on guard, get on point, because it's like there's many reasons you could be asking, is my name C-Bill like that? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of slightly turned from standing straight just to a slight turn, just in case. I mean, he looked like a dude I could probably spank fairly easy, but you never judge a book by its cover. So I just kind of slightly turned a little bit just in case. I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, man, I'm Day-Day, bro. I'm Day-Day, bro. I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? So he like, yeah, man, I'm your new roommate, bro. So we chop it up. I'm like, how the hell you get moved over here anyway? He was like, man, I've been trying to get out that stupid ass dorm, man. I've been trying to get moved to another dorm. They just told me to pack it up one day. Man, I used to write out requests. Now they got request forms that you could write to the counselor about moving you to another dorm. Now, if you don't be giving them no trouble and you got a decent reason why you want to move, sometimes they'll just move you. So he say they just moved him. We in there chopping it up. So he probably been in the room with me about an hour off the dribble. He like, bro, you think I can use the phone, bro? Pick up some of the money. I'm just trying to pick some money up. You think I can use the phone? I'm like, man, I let him use it. Now, this the thing. When I used to have my phones in prison, bro, I never mind sharing with my roommate. Sometimes I used to just give my roommate the phone and be like, bro, ride out. You could just use it for as long as you want to use it. The only time I would feel some type of way is in a situation like that. Even though you've, done business with me a few times, the excitement of you asking me, was I see Bill, and then you in my room for about an hour and then asking to use the phone, it gives me vibes like, this is what you own. Like, you may ultimately be trying to, just play extra cool to basically use me to be using the phone. Now, I ain't no sucker or nothing. I ain't got no problem with, just saying no. But I feel like when a person like that, to the point where off the dribble, they just like, hey, I could use the phone or something. Like, they're just so happy to be in the room with somebody with a phone to the point they'll abuse that. And, like, it'll get you to the point where you don't want to let them use it. So that's just the slight feeling I went through when he asked me. But I'm like, it might not be like that. Dude probably just needed to use the phone or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I'll let you use the phone. So I give it to him. I walk out the room. I told him, I was like, don't come over here walking by the toilet, bro. Stay over there by the bed. So he was like, all right, cool. Now, the reason I said that, bro, because there's been many instances where somebody on the phone, they got the phone, they taking pictures, and they come over here by the toilet and accidentally drop a person's phone in the toilet. And that's not an issue that I wanted to have. So he like, all right, cool. So I step out the room for him and I give him a little time, to talk to whoever he talked to or whatever. One of my guys walk up, he like, man, you got Day-Day crazy ass in the room, which I'm like, yeah. He was like, you know him? I said, I kind of talked to him on the phone a few times. I don't really just personally know him. He was like, bro, he cool, bro. He A1. He was like, really, bro, you might be able to match the situation. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, his cousin work here. I'm like, his cousin who? He like, man, Wilson. Now, Wilson was this big swole dude that was a part of the CERT team. The CERT team, for the new people, is they staff members. They wear all black. Most of the time, they want them to be big, swole, strong dudes. And, they're the ones that intervene whenever fights break out, stabbings break out. They'll be the ones to come pepper spray you, choke you out, slam you out, all that type of stuff. So he like, yeah, Wilson. So I'm like, Wilson? Nah, this specific staff member that he's talking about, I done tried him before. When I was in my trying officers phase, man, I was just at a point where I felt like I had the money. I don't give a damn. I'm trying whoever. But, I had been broke out of that stage, but I tried Wilson before. But he kind of entertained the conversation, but he didn't feed into it for real. So he was like, bro, Wilson is his cousin. I believe the reason he don't be with him like that, bringing him now, because he know Day-Day don't be having no money. I'm like, bro, Day-Day be having some money now. He was like, bro, that man don't be having no money. I'm like, folks, Day-Day done spent $400-500 with me before. He was like, but what is that? You want that man to risk his job for $400-500? Come on, C-Bill. Come on, man. Be for real. So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, you kind of right. But, if that's his cousin and you kind of want to help him get off his feet or whatever, I'm looking at it a little different at that moment. I'm looking at it on something kind of different. So he like, yeah, bro, you could probably match the situation if you put the money behind Day-Day. His cousin might shake some. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to try it. So I stay out there. I talk to bro about another 15, 20 minutes. I end up going back in the room with the phone on speakerphone. I hear Day-Day saying, 2-6 what, baby? And he's writing. Now, Day-Day has a sheet of paper. He's standing up. And he's writing. He got like a little book. He's holding the sheet of paper on. instantly I recognized the book as a book I had called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he had an ink pen he was writing with. I look at the ink pen. It was a black and blue ink pen. I knew for a fact that's not even a gel ink pen. I got that a different type of way. So I opened my box and just look at it on that very first shelf. That pen not there, and I know that's where it was at. So he said, okay, you said 2-6 what, baby? 2-6. So the girl saying the numbers out or whatever. So he like, okay, thank you, baby. I love you, baby. Let me go get this food real quick. So she like, okay, I love you too, daddy. So he hang up the phone. So he turned to me and was like, hey, CBL, boy, I just got 200. Boy, I'm foul with this shit. I'm foul with this shit. I was like, hey, listen. He was like, bro, what you got for sale? You got some Al Green? You got some Chris Brown? I said, hey, listen, where you get that book and that ink pen from? He was like, oh, bro, I just need to get the cash out real quick. So I ain't had no paper, no pen or nothing, bro. So I just grabbed it out your box. But I got 200 right here, bro. I spend all of it with you. I was like, hey, listen, bro, that's cool and dandy, and we can do that, and I appreciate you trying to bring that money to me. But listen, bro, don't do that, bro. Do not ever go in my locker box and take out nothing unless I give you permission to do so, bro. You know that. You chain gang. You been locked up. You know how it works. Do not do that no more, bro. So he like, you right, bro. You right. I respect it. I respect it. He said, but bro, I just was trying to grab that money real quick, and I kind of understand that, bro, because I'm sure I've been in a position before where my folks on the phone and they got the green dot and they trying to give me the money right now, and I just grabbed the pen from somewhere. But, bro, that's just something you don't do. That's just a no-go. Don't do that, bro. So he like, all right, bro, all right, whatever. So he like, yeah, bro, I got the 200. So I gave him a nice little deal. You know what I'm saying? Gave him really more than it was worth, but I just gave him that good little deal like that because now you my roommate, you know what I'm saying? You ultimately know where I hide my phone and stuff, so I ain't about to just drag you like that. So I gave him a good little deal on the Chris Brown CDs. A lot of people has been inboxing me on Instagram, Facebook, even in the comments saying, what is a Chris Brown CD? What is an Al Green CD? Al Green CD is weed. A Chris Brown CD is cigarettes. If I ever say something about a skateboard, I'm talking about a flat screen phone. If I ever say something about a hamburger, I'm talking about a flip phone. So they shoot out the room. He go do whatever he do. He got a couple people in the dorm that he know, the people he go holler at. The time I find out, you know how they be hustling. Of course, what he's doing is he'll buy a big bomb, especially what I gave him. I know I gave him about $300 worth of Chris Brown CDs for the $200 he had. So he's taking it, crediting it. He's crediting people's stuff until Stow Day. Then he's taking that same money and either cashing it out or going back to me or whoever else he deal with to buy more Chris Brown CDs. So he came to me one day, this probably about 3-4 days after he gave it to me. He said, hey, bro, what you think about such and such? He had a whole list with people names wrote down on it. I said, what I think about them for what? He said, I credit them some of them Chris Brown. I said, hey, listen, bro, don't put me in nothing where you asking me about you giving people something on credit, because one thing about it, bro, I think credit is cool sometimes with certain people, but you know, just like I know, we in prison, people play chain gang games all the time. I ain't got time for it, bro. So for you to be new to this dorm, I highly recommend that you don't be around here crediting nobody nothing. I don't care how long you've been at this prison. If you haven't been in this specific dorm, bro, you need to spend time getting to know this dorm, getting to know what type of people is in this dorm before you go to credit and stuff out. He talking about, oh man, I don't get no about none of that because somebody play with me about my money on Stow Day. I'm going to pap one of these out. I'm going to pap one of these out. So I'm like, all right, bro. I mean, hey, whatever. But I mean, so I just wanted to tell him, like, he probably straight. He might be a little flaky. He probably straight. I told him about, out of all the people he had on that list, I said it was about 3 people that he had that I felt like might be a little, might want to play the money games and have some excuses and stuff on Stow Day. So he like, one thing about it, motherfucker play games with me on Stow Day, I'm going to pap his ass out. So everything cool, Stow Day comes around, but Day ends up getting paid. I'm on my phone, Stow Day, I had got my Stow. It was a few people owe me food, owe me stuff for Chris Brown CDs that I credit to very select a few people. I get a text while I'm on the phone. The text says, hey, big head, call me when you can. I got that green dot for you. So I know it's not for me because I don't recognize the number. And I don't even talk to no damn body that refers to me as, hey, big head. And Day did have a fairly big ass head, so I assumed it was for him. So I don't say nothing. I said, well, when he come back in the room or when I become available to let him use the phone, I will let him know that somebody text him or whatever. So a little time go by, Another number texts the phone and say, hey, baby, I don't know what my brother got going on, but he talking about he gonna tell you that I be talking to some other dudes, but he lying, whatever. But anyway, call me when you can because I got the green dot for you. Now, what I noticed about these two numbers is it's the identical same numbers, but the last 4 digits is different. So I'm like, damn, what a coincidence. How is that possible? Now, the only time I know of that to be possible, like when I met my son's mom, her mama, and her brother, they all had the identical same number. And actually, her and her mama had the only numbers that was different was the last 2 numbers. And then her brother number, the first 6 numbers was the same and the last 4 was different. So I've seen it when somebody is on a family plan where their number is damn near identical. So I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, I know that man ain't got some family member. Oh, he pimping. He eventually come back in the room. So I go to tell him, I'm like, hey, bro, some folks hit you up. Somebody text you. So he like, oh, let me see, big bro. Let me see. So I'm like, hold on. I'm just waiting for the cash out to come through. It's real important. As soon as it come through, I got you. So he like, all right. So it come through like 5-10 minutes later. He was outside the room. So I go out the room. I say, say, Day. Call him back in the room. Give him the phone. He go in the room. I step back out. Now, a lot of times I used to try to do that. Sometimes I would stay in the room depending on, how I'm feeling, but I would always try to give a person just that little privacy to kind of talk in private, you know what I'm saying? So the officer go to screaming, child call, y'all got 2 minutes, child call. So I'm going back to my room. When I'm going back to the room, they getting ready to shoot out the room. He looking like he looking for me, but he see me. He like, your phone under the bed, bit, bro. I got to run out here. I got to go do something real quick. So I'm like, all right, go ahead. So he leave out the room. I grab the phone, you know what I'm saying? I hop on the top bunk. I'm sitting there. As soon as I got ready to touch the screen, he come busting back through the door. He was like, hey, CB, hey. I'm like, what's up? He was like, man, my girl sent me some crazy ass picture, bro. Let me delete it real quick, bro. Please, bro. I'm like, what the number is? I'll delete it. He like, man, come on, bro. Let me delete it, bro. Just let me delete it. I don't want nobody looking at my girl, bro. So I'm like, all right, I give him the phone because I don't care about that type of stuff, and I don't be on it. You got some people with phones that be on some old weird creep type of stuff. I don't be on none of that, and I respect it because I know how that feel. So I get dude the phone. He do whatever he do real quick. He pass it back to me. He shoot out the room. 5 minutes later, bro, a text came through the phone and said, that ain't I ain't showed you what I'ma really do to you. And a picture came through, bro. The picture was so out of this world crazy, bro. I'm not even gonna go into detail and really try to explain how the picture was. All I'm going to say is it was, and now before I even say that, the picture popped up. Well, first it said, no, I didn't even show you what I'm gonna do to you, whatever. And then another thing popped up, and then I could see it on my screen, like a little small box with a picture. So when I looked at it, I didn't even open it up, but I just looked at the little part that popped up on the screen, bro. And it was a naked person, and it was clearly a male. And the picture, it just was crazy, bro. It was a crazy type of picture. And, I kind of got upset, bro. So I got upset not because I'm feeling like Day lives a certain type of life, but more so because the lack of respect. Like, if you got some crazy type stuff going on, bro, you don't do certain things on people's phone that's not your phone in prison. That's all I'm saying. That was my whole issue. Now, hell nah, bro, you don't do that. You get your own phone and do what you want to do. You don't do stuff like that on other people's phones. So I go outside the room. I'm mad as hell. I done rolled up a Chris Brown CD. I'm out here smoking it, trying to calm myself down. One of my guys walk up. He like, what's up, folks? You straight? I'm like, man, go in there. Look at my phone. Go. It's the phone under the bed. Phone under the pillow. Go in there, open up that last text message that came. Go look at that. Go in the room. He come back out. He like, man, what the fuck? Sent you some like that, folks. And nobody sent me that. That just came for Day. Just pissed me all the way up. Hell nah, bro. Got to get out my room. I don't even want no hell nah. He got to come on up out of here just on the strength. Hell nah. So when I said that, bro was like, bro, come here. Let me holler at you real quick. So I step in the room with bro. I'm like, what's up? He was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I've been on a little Day for a little while now. I'm like, yo, what's up? He said, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think Shawty on nothing like that. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, bro, I promise you, I think Shawty be running chain game, getting that money on. I'm like, nah, bro. So they come back in there eventually. I'm like, hey, bro, what you got going on, folks? He was like, what you mean, big bro? What you mean? I'm like, bro, why somebody just sent a picture like this to my phone, bro? And you damn sure can't tell me it's for me. So he looked at it. He was like, man, come on, bro. So I'm like, bro, what you hell nah, bro. Number one, you just disrespect me to the highest degree by doing all type of fun young business on my phone, bro. You need to get up out my room, bro. So he like, listen, CBL, bro, this on everything I love, bro. This on my grandma grave, this on my mama grave. Now I done seen people swear on everybody and still be lying. He said, listen to me, bro. This on my mama grave, this on my grandma grave. I swear to God, bro. I ain't on no funny type of timing, bro. He said, I promise you, bro. Bro, I just be finessing, bro. I just be finessing. That's how I could mess up my money and still get it right back. I don't give it that. He said, bro, listen, let me tell you how far I am, bro. I'm like, bro, get out my room, bro. Get out my room. So he walk out the room. I'm like, bro, come get your stuff. So he walk out the room. See, Bill, I'm telling you, bro, it ain't like that. Bro, I ain't on that. I promise you, bro. I know they man cousin, they man family. Like, bro, we know. Like, bro, I ain't on that. I'm like, man, I ain't hearing that, bro. It just pissed me off. You just openly, freely just got somebody sending stuff like this to my phone. So now it got me thinking, when you was in a rush to delete stuff, was you deleting stuff you was sending to? Or was you deleting more stuff they sent you? I just felt disrespected, bro. That's all that's the only way I can put it. That's the only way I know to put it. I just felt disrespected. Simple as that. So it's like a big little issue about it. So this was so crazy. Time going by. Now, usually I would have been got pissed off and spazzed out, but there's so many people vouching for Day. I'm talking about different gangs, people who really been knowing him. It's so many people vouching for him and just coming up to me on some stuff like, hey, bro, you know, bro, I ain't no, you know what I'm saying? He just cool, bro. He talk too much sometimes, but he just kick back and he run chain gang, bro. That's what he do. Shawty been doing that since we been on. He been doing that since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Woo. So I'm like, I don't know about all that, bro. So you know the word done got out there, C-Bill trying to put Day on the door. I wasn't really trying to kick him out the dorm. I just, at that moment, I just felt like my room, like, bro, hell no. Like now I'm starting to feel like I know I'm not just being tried because it's so many people pulling up like, hey, bro, Day cool people, bro. That man just run chain gang. That's what he do, bro. Now, yeah, he was wrong for doing that through your phone, but I'm telling you, that's what he do. That's how he get his money. But I'm telling you, bro, ain't on no funny timing like that, bro. And there was so many people saying it. So I said, I know I wasn't being tried because if I was being tried, you know, somebody would have just said, man, you tripping, bro. Bro, ain't got to go nowhere. You know, something like that. So since they were still trying to kind of plead with me, it let me know that it ain't like that. It's just, you know, they just trying to get me to see it in a different light. So I started thinking, hey, maybe this is a possibility, what everybody is saying, simply because everybody is saying it. I'm just thinking about it or whatever. So a couple hours done went by, bro. Day still ain't came back in the room. Next thing you know, I hear the door pop. I heard somebody say C-Bill, say C-Bill. I know that voice anywhere. That's Sir Wilson voice. Man, hurry up. Got down there, put the phone up so quick. Now, Wilson cool as a fan. He done seen me with phones before. But I'm thinking about what bro said about that's his cousin. So I'm like, oh, hell no. I hurry up and put the phone up. And, you know, he cool, bro. Like, he just came in here and called me by my nickname. I'm assuming that's who it is. So after I hurry up and put the phone up, I stick my head out the door. I see the CERT team at the door. The CERT team Wilson dude sticking his head through the door. So I stick my head out. I don't look directly at him because I'm making it look like, you know, one of the inmates called me. So when I stick my head out the door, he this way, I look this way. Like, yeah, who called me? Say like, C-Bill. So I look over. It's the CERT team member Wilson. He doing like this. So I go down there. I go up to the door. They down there. They standing in the salad post. When we get in the salad post, Wilson look at the officer. Hey, park the door. He was trying to get out of the salad port to take us directly outside. So we went outside. As soon as we stepped outside, he said, hey, look, bro, I already know, you feel me? You know, with you, I know you cool people. I know how you moving and stuff. He said, but look, bro, they're my little cousin. They're my real little cousin. Like his mom is my auntie. He said, I promise you this man ain't living like that. Now, he dead wrong for having some stuff going on your phone or whatever. He said, but bro, I promise you, the man just run chain gang game, bro. That's what he do. He been doing it forever. Like, you got plenty of people that can say, oh, Day done sent me this picture, or Day done talk like this to me. Oh, he gay, he this and that. But I guarantee you ain't got one person on planet Earth that can say they have actually physically participated in any type of activity with my cousin. He said, bro, I promise you, bro, that man ain't moving like that. He got a life sentence, bro. So, you know, I look over at Day while Wilson talking. He just sitting there looking kind of nodding like a grin. He said, bro got a life sentence, bro. You feel me? He trying to fight for his freedom or whatever. So whatever he got to do to get money, bro, he been doing it for years, though. That man done mastered how to play them games. And he know, you know, gay people is like they easy targets, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he said, I promise you, though, bro, that man ain't on that. He was like, bro, so, you know, he just came and told me about it, bro. So I told him he need to pay you. So he willing to pay you, bro. You feel me, bro, just came to a decent dawn, bro. I don't want him having no issues already. And I know you cool people, CBL, bro. So, I mean, I told him he's willing. I told him he need to pay you. Whatever green dots he just got, he need to pay you as his apology. And I'm just asking you to take my word, bro. My cousin ain't on that, bro. He just run game, bro. He faking. He just faking to get that money, bro. They be sending that man plenty of money. So I'm like, all right, bro. So I'm like, bro, how much green dots you had just got? He said 400. So I looked at Wilson. Then I looked back at him, and Wilson said, before I could say something, Wilson was like, and you better give him the whole 4. Give that man the whole 4. So he was like, all right, bro, all right. So we came. I was like, all right. He was like, you cool, bro? I was like, yeah, I'm good. So Wilson stuck his hand out to give me dap. I gave him dap. Gave Day dap right in front of Wilson. We went back in the room, went upstairs. Day gave me the green dots. He was like, damn, boy. I said, hey, look, bro, you ain't got to come off your whole 4, bro, but you do need to pay me for that. So just give me 2, you keep 2. He was like, for real, bro? For real? I said, yeah, you just give me 2 and keep 2. He was like, all right, bro, all right. So he gave me one of the green dots. He had 2 of them for $200 apiece. The man said, hey, CB, I'm about to tell you how fire I am, bro. If you ever want some free money. I said, bro, I ain't on all that. He said, no, it ain't like that. He said, I'm just telling you how fire I am. I'm like, all right, what's up? He said, listen, bro, you ain't gonna believe this shit, bro. You gonna think I'm lying, bro. I said, what's up, bro? He said, bro, I got a sister and a brother thinking I like both of them. But see, they don't know. Like the sister be kicking it to me like we just cool or whatever. But she don't know that I done ran game on her brother. You know, her brother, buddy, funny as hell. So they don't know. They think we are just cool people. But the sister think we in a relationship, and the brother think we in a relationship too. Man, I be getting hundreds from their ass every week, bro. That's why sometimes I mess up my bomb. I don't give a damn, because I just get money from their ass. Then they be talking about each other, bro. It be so funny, bro. But, man, I done finesse both of their ass. Like, I'm going to be with their ass when I get out. Both of their ass. Think I got 2 years left, man. I got a life sentence, man. It's over with. I'm like, damn, what? How the hell you pull something like that off? So he's explaining to me, telling me what he doing. But y'all know, like I told y'all, bro, last time I ran Chain Gang Game, I felt so bad about it, bro. So I was just like, nah, bro, that's not something I'm getting involved in. He like, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Man, I be finding all these desperate ass girls on mocospace.com. You download the Moco app. It's an old ass app. But all the desperate girls be on there. They be having them damn Walmart jobs. Man, I be getting their ass, boy. I be getting their ass. They be sending me money every week. That turns out to be all right, for real, bro. He just, you know, he run his game. So he had been asking me how much do a phone cost. So I had told him I could probably get him one for about $500. But I was at that moment with the person I was dealing with, I could really get like 2 for that price. But you know, I ain't just gonna give you my price. I got to still make something off of the deal too. So we made it happen. This probably about 2 months after he my roommate. So I give him he buys a phone from me. So now his cousin done started coming in our dorm a lot more. Like he done started coming in there. He done started pulling up, coming to the room, hollering at Day, checking on Day and all that. So I just straight up asked him one day. I'm like, Wilson, what's up, bro? He like, what's up? I'm like, bro, man, I'm trying to send you some money, bro. I need some old Chris Brown CDs or something. So they like, oh, hell nah, bro. I ain't even getting into that. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't trying to risk my job, bro. I ain't trying to risk my freedom. I had to respect it, bro. I just felt like if I would have challenged that and not respected it, I really would have been pulling a sucker move. Because it's like, that man really, you know, he telling me straight up like he ain't with that. Nah, he probably telling me straight up because we talked about this before. And he wasn't as blunt as last time. So that's probably why he doing it like that this time. So I'm like, oh, all right, bro. I respect that. I can't do nothing but respect it. But he did start bringing us food, though. He did start bringing us a lot of little free world food. And you know, that means a lot. We used to cash out him a little money. They turned out to be all right, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Day was my roommate for probably about 7 months, bro. They had Wilson working our dorm every weekend. They had started doing that because it was short on staff. So the CERT team members could get overtime by coming and working as a regular officer, but they still the CERT team. They still got this big ass can of pepper spray, all that type stuff on them. So Wilson started volunteering and coming, bro. He was bringing us food every Saturday and Sunday, bro. It was sweet. Talking to Day one day, he like, man, they dumb it. He done got locked up. I'm like, who? He was like, Shout it, brother. I'm like, no. He like, hell yeah, man. Gonna have the nerve to tell Shout it to tell me. Talking about bruh said put a couple dollars on his books. He said, man, you got me fucked up. I said, you ain't gonna put no money on the man books. He was like, man, hell no, he a punk. I ain't putting no money on no gay books. Got me fucked up. Man, tried me. I said, how he tried you, folks? He said, man, every time he tried me, talking to me, sending me old naked pictures, thinking I like him for real, you was trying me. So I was trying you back, playing games with that money on. Couple weeks done went by, bro. I'm talking to Day again. He like, man, they dumbass man done went down the road. I'm like, no. He was like, yeah, man, was trying to do some type of fraud with his homegirl, and they both done got caught. Stupid ass, take a plea deal. I told his sister to tell him don't take no plea deal. Just thug it out. Just drag it long as it'll go. Then they probably end up dropping it or giving you a little probation. He said, this stupid man done took a 5, do 3. Now, for the people that's not familiar with the Georgia law, they usually give split sentences to people. A 5, do 3 means you're getting sentenced to 5 years, but you only have to do 3 in prison, and then the other 2 is on probation. Now, if you go to messing up on probation, they can revoke it and put you back in prison for it. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I know he hate that. He like, hell yeah, man. I know he hate that. Bro, I say probably about a week done went by after this. 1 week went by after this. I'm on the bed chilling. It was a store day had just went by. Next thing you know, Day come running, busting through the room. He bust through the door. CB, let me see your candy bar. Candy bar, let me see your candy bar, bro. Let me see your candy bar. So I'm like, what? So I got mine like on the side, so I pull it out. I'm like, hold on, what the hell you got going on? What you mean? He was like, man, let me see your candy bar, bro. I'm about to bust this. Let me see your candy bar. I'm finna bust this. Now, I ain't just about no. Number one, I would get in trouble with my guys. They'd be trying to whoop my ass if I just give you my candy bar. Then number 2, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I might be finna need it too. So I can't just give you my candy bar. So I hopped down off the bed. I'm like, hold on, bro. I can't just give you my candy bar now. So I kind of like stepped to the door or whatever. When I'm stepping to the door, like walking past Day, the man done tried to reach for us. I snapped back. I'm like, bro, you better watch out, bro. Don't touch my stuff, bro. So I slide over here to the door. When I'm walking up to the door, I hear like some footsteps. So I look over. It's somebody running down here like towards this way. And as he got closer, you know, I realized that this was a very feminine looking guy. I mean, extremely feminine. He was light skinned. He was kind of slim. He had some tattoos or some roses or some flowers or whatever on his face, under his eyes, all kind of stuff. And as he got closer to me, he was stopping, like slowing up, but he had a candy bar in his hand. So, I kind of back up a little bit and turn to the side a little bit. He kind of comes this way. I kind of pulled my candy bar, like pulled it back a little bit. So he stepped back a little bit. He looked past me. I'm like, folks, what you got going on, G? So he looks past me. So I see some of my guys coming running up this way. So he like, Daddy, bring your outside. Bring your outside. Bring your outside. So I hear the door pop. When you hear the door pop, you got Wilson coming in this way, coming up the steps. So I'm like, man, what the hell going on? So he like, nah, you got me. You gonna sit here and try me like that? You gonna play with me like that? That's why I took my plea deal so fast, mother. When I got to Jackson, I played crazy just so I could get sent down here. We was at a mental health prison. Now, you got people that can finesse things at Jackson. You can kind of narrow down what prison you're gonna go to if you finesse it the right way. It's just like this. I can go to Jackson, and it's only so many prisons in Georgia that offers mental health. So I can go and start playing mental health, and there's a chance I'm going to get sent to one of these prisons. There's only so many prisons in Georgia that feeds vegan people. So I could go in Jackson and say, I don't eat regular food, I'm a vegan. And then they got to send me to one of these prisons where they offer vegan at. So dude went and finessed it in Jackson like he was mental health, so he get sent to a mental health prison because this where Day was at. Now, he just was lucky because he could have went to one of the other mental health prisons, but he ended up coming where he was trying to go to. So like, you got me, dog. You gonna sit here and try me like that, mother? And I know you been talking to my sister too on some extra. Then when he sent me no more money when I was in the county, then I just tried to hug you outside, and you gonna try to try me like you ain't been with me. You got me, dog. Burn your south side. So dude got to stepping up a little bit. So when he got to stepping up, I'm like, bro, you better back your up, bro. You better back up. You ain't coming in my room. So he got to pop and saying something to me. So some of my guys pulled up. They whipped their candy bars out. They're like, man, you better put that knife down on folks like that before you get your ass aired out here. You playing, boy. So that made him kind of calm down because he looking at it. So he's thinking they affiliated. So he started telling my guy, oh, yeah, and that mother in the gang, oh, y'all his gang, brother. Y'all ain't know that mother gay. Y'all ain't know he be sending me all kind of pictures and videos, all kind of stuff. So some of them that was unfamiliar with the whole Day situation, they go looking back at me like, so I'm like, nah, he ain't talking about me. He talking about damn Day. Down at the Wilson, I see Wilson undoing the damn radio off his shirt. So I'm like, what the hell he got going on? So, when Wilson go to walking up my guys and stuff, they go to putting their candy bars up and stuff. Even though he know they got them, so I told Day, I'm like, your cousin coming up here. So Day come flexing. He comes to the door. He looked down. Once he see Wilson, dude done tried to swing the candy bar at Day. So Day done weaved it, but grabbed dude's hand and just started swinging. So I went to moving out the way. So Wilson saying, Inmate, drop the knife, Inmate. Next thing you know, you just see Wilson punch the man in the back of the head, and then they both went in the room. So now you got, when I turned and looked back in my room, bro, you got Day and the police, the CERT team, which is his cousin, CERT Wilson, in there whooping this man ass, bro. See, Day still struggling with his hand and stuff, but he was not able to get that candy bar loose, bro. I'm talking about these folks real life spanking this man. This man was able to end up getting loose when he was falling back to the door, getting loose. Me and all my guys started like kind of spreading out a little bit. Who came back was falling and getting loose. Wilson was coming to the door. He was like, you got me up. And he was pulling the big can of pepper spray off his belt. Man, when that man was getting ready to pull the pepper spray up off his belt, dude started whacking Wilson with the candy bar. Hit Wilson in the head about 4 or 5 times, bro. So Wilson still trying to fight him and stuff. Then Wilson kind of fall over to the side. He like this. He all on his face like this. So then that's when he grabbed the radio and called the code. Dude takes off running back in my room. At that point, hey, I ain't getting into it. He takes off running back in my room. When he run back in my room, they started talking about, C-Bill, let me see the candy bar. C-Bill, let me see the candy bar, C-Bill. Hey, bro. Hey, listen, don't put me in that, bro. Because this man is all the way up in here on you. He done bust your cousin 4 or 5 times in the face. Don't start damn talking about some let me see the candy bar. Not so you want me to run in the room while he's in here trying to bust you and say, here you go, buddy, and hand you the candy bar and possibly get my ass bust. Nah, hell no, we not doing that. So He ended up busting Day like twice though, but Day was able to grab the thing. And while he was grabbing and wrestling with him, dude went to screaming, "I really loved you, Day. I really loved you. And you was playing me the whole motherfucking time." Wilson turned around, and that's when he told Day like, "Boy, close your eyes." And he just went to hitting that pepper spray. He bleeding. He like this. He went to hitting the pepper spray all in my room. So that's when all the other CERT team and police came running in there. You know, they made everybody lock down. They went in there, suplex dude ass, slammed his back out, charged him with assault on the officer. They ended up taking Day out because he was bleeding. You know what I'm saying? He had got bust like 2 times on the arm. So they took him out. They let me stay out the room only because Wilson was speaking so highly of it. He was like, "Nah, Bill ain't had nothing to do with it for real." He was trying to stop it at first. So my room had so much pepper spray in it, they let me stay out the room and kind of let me get the room cleaned up because there was stuff everywhere. Clearly, that was the dude Day so-called himself was playing dude and his sister. And it's just like, bro, it's just best to not even. Now, this the thing. This another thing. You wasn't willing to come in here and help your cousin get no money. Which y'all know right now at this point in my life, I don't encourage nothing illegal. I don't encourage nothing wrong. But the thing's so crazy about people, bro, when you make up your mind to not do nothing illegal, when you make up your mind that I'm living a certain way and I'm not doing this, you got to do that all the way around the board 100%. You can't half-ass do it. So you can't tell your cousin, "I'm not bringing, Chris Brown CDs in here," but then when your cousin get in something, you jump in it and start fighting people. Because ultimately, you risking your job too. And months later, because dude, I guess, had a lawyer, was filed with the paperwork or whatever, Wilson ended up getting fired. He actually went to jail, but he was out quick. He ended up getting like 3-4 years of probation. And, just lost his whole career because dude did get a lawsuit and it went through. And they ended up firing Wilson. I don't know how much money dude got. And I think for stabbing Wilson, he got like 4 extra years. But he did win a lawsuit. I seen Day like a year later. And soon I said, he said, "CB, what's up, bro?" I said, "You still running that chain gang?" He talking about, "Man, to the death of me. I ain't gonna never stop. I don't get no about none of that." And he just started laughing. I'm like, man, that dude crazy. But it's just like I say, bro, them staff members is humans just like us, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get caught up in little situations. And, they be family, bro. Like if I'm from, let's just randomly say, if I'm from Savannah, Georgia, and you from Savannah, Georgia, everybody not going to take the criminal route. So I might take the criminal route. You might become a CERT team member at a prison as an officer. And then I end up in prison and you end up seeing me working there. So, that's how that type of stuff is possible to happen like that. I encourage everybody, bro. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't do nothing illegal. Don't get caught up in no stupid stuff. People, I'm a firm believer in you got to let a person learn. Now, I'm more so like that with grown people. With the youth, I'm more willing to sit here and, try to do mentoring and talk to you and try to help you see things in a different light. But for a grown person who's grown and got experience in life, I believe you got to let people learn certain stuff. So, man, you got a homeboy or something out there that's doing stupid stuff, getting himself caught up in all kind of stuff. Man, don't get yourself caught up in it with him. Hell nah, then your ass be in jail or lose your job, lose your career, whatever. It ain't worth it. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. What the feezy? What the feezy?